One extra.
Press play, have a listen.
Told them I am the Prince of Grime and I just came back from putting brothers in hearses. I was with verses, talking on about other verses.
Perfect.
Young gun of the scene, Vieira, I'm keen.
It's grime with like a little drilly undertone in it.
It's a fusion between grime and like UK rap.
This is a good song, and he's a good rapper. This is not grime.
Every generation proves that the culture and the genre is limitless.
Yeah, I'm feeling this, man.
Oh please, I couldn't care about your T's and C's. I'm J to the M to the E. I make GRIM to the E.
In any industry, if something or an area or a group of people feel locked out for a certain amount of time, they just do their own thing.
What grime is, in its core essence, is the UK's unknown experimental sounds that the streets adopted.
Yo, bro, where are you from? What? You're not from the borough, you're not from the area, you're not from the ends.
Obviously, I'm not from Bow. I'm from Birmingham, so I wasn't just seeing one man. I was seeing Wiley, Dizzy Rascal, Roll Deep Crew. It seemed like it was a group of friends that done their thing, but the person within the group of friends was Wiley, and I think because he was making the beats as well, you can say defo tailored the sound. You get what I'm saying? So you'd have to give it to the man himself, innit? The Godfather and that.
Obviously back then you can't see people's faces, but this Dizzy Rascal guy, he sounded like a road dude like me. You hear Dizzy Rascal, you can never go back ever again.
No, people talk about racism, they talk about prejudice, but there's a lot of classism. And you see on the ground level, that's where I believe the most creativity happens.
I had faith since decks and mixers. And you're a non-believer, so I can't see you in the distance. Picture the game as a whole, it's healthy like the boy a bit of OT business.
Whiskey Rose, Lords on the Mics times, like where DVDs was coming out, because that's what really introduced me into the genre. There's too many characters to like learn from, you feel me? But Practice Hours got some serious shower man MCs on there as well, man. The Stars was on the Practice Hours.
Blood, it's all a hype thing. Everything that's going on is all a big hype thing.
Practice Hours came about, it was just an idea at first. I've been watching a lot of DVDs imported from America, Smack DVDs, Come Up DVDs. And when I was watching them, I was like, well, that's like England, that's like stuff that we do. So now I'm clocking that's a way to promote your boys, your mans and them. So I'm like, yeah.
We used to go to stations all around London. Ice FM, I think there was one called Heat FM, Deja, and they were just all day long, just grind.
We had two major pirate radio stations. One was Deja Vu and one was Rinse FM. I'd be driving from my house every Monday listening to those hours, like religiously, to hear whoever was the new people popping off.
Hot 92, Passion FM, Silk City. If it weren't for like them, our own sound wouldn't have got put out there. You know what's funny? When Stormzy got a reload at Glastonbury, they reported it like, I could tell the country didn't know what a reload was then, basically.
We had to break through that barrier and really, really fight to have respect in our own country.
Before grime was in the rave, now it's a culture.
Grime has had the same impact for British music as the Beatles. What grime is unapologetically British.
If you're gonna talk about grime hits, yeah, you gotta go straight to More Fire Crew. You get me? Like, you know that, oi, who's that boy Lethal B? Oi, who's that boy Lethal B? Oi, who's that boy Lethal B? The one around back, I just don't give it him a like, Them tunes there from early, Dizzy Rascal, Stop That, Start That, Get That, anything boy in the corner.
Dizzy Rascal come down like snow with freezing cold flows like Musto. Gung ho, get me upset, guns blow.
How from Lethal B. That's a global song. But they play it at weddings. They did actually ban it, but now it's actually on an advert.
If you had to sum it up like in one record,
It's Eskimo, all day long. That sums up a whole genre in one song. It reminds me of Wiley, it reminds me of Grime, it reminds me of, even without an MC spitting on it, it reminds me of an MC. There doesn't have to be an MC on it. Yeah, it just captures everything about Grime in that song, man. We could have just had jungle and settled, we could have just stayed with that. We always want more.
Maybe the older brother made Grime, the younger brother made Straw. It's the same family, and that's never gonna stop.
If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe, and click the bell icon to keep up to date. For more great audio and video from the BBC, listen on Sounds, watch on iPlayer.